Beautiful people, LosingDrea here, and today it is Wednesday. It is the 1st of July, and I'm coming to you guys with a video. Look at this bottle that's in the way. I'm out here on my porch. My neighbors are making their usual disturbances, noises, and if it isn't them, then you'll hear the typical sounds of nature around me. This is Florida, Southwest Florida to be exact. And yeah, had a little bit of heartburn actually. All I did when I woke up just a short while ago, it's probably almost 8 o'clock at night, so a little bit of sun's left. I'm trying to do this video. But I woke up and all I had was lemonade that I have been making, which I thought was fresh juice. It contains 100% juice, but it contains some other things as well. So there are some preservatives and something called lemon oil, and otherwise it's lemons. But the preservatives, with this new challenge that I'm a part of, this month, aside from my own challenge, which I spoke of in one of my videos prior, which I'm going completely carnivore outside of the fact that I drink either iced tea with liquid stevia and or lemonade with liquid stevia. As of this moment, the little bit that I had, I'm deciding I'm not having anymore. First of all, last night I had a really terrible headache, and come to find out, I haven't been drinking coffee, and the only way and reason I wasn't getting headaches before in the whole month that I was in iced tea was I was getting the caffeine from my tea. So I wasn't experiencing any headaches. But then I've been drinking lemonade that I've been making at the house, and it was absolutely refreshing and delicious. My AC had broke. I've been having so many issues. It was 102 degrees the other day. So I started making this lemonade, and I even went out and bought 2 whole bags of fresh lemons from Aldi's, and I got the juice concentrate stuff from Aldi's, but I don't know what I was thinking. They had a green top, had lime, and then the yellow top had the lemon, and here I was sitting there saying, okay, it says 100% juice. Totally forgot what, I was ingesting, I guess you could say. And in doing this other challenge now with Princess Ninja and Keto Melanie, I'm starting to see the true gist of the rules of what's going on, and it's basically not as restriction, like to be something as a restrictive form of keto, but more of a cleaner form of keto by just being a little bit more mindful of the ingredients that we all end up eating and don't really realize what we're eating. I don't know about any of you guys. I mean, I just recently turned 50 back on the 7th of May, and it wasn't until October 2nd, 2011 when I finally decided to go on a journey to lose weight, because I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'll link that up in the, in the cards above. But I pretty much just wanted to live a more healthier life. And then when I found keto, well, basically what I was saying is, so when I went on that journey at first, I had learned about this website called Spark People, which allowed me to use their free nutrition tracker. And then, and only then, did I ever really start to learn about ingredients and nutrition and tracking and any of those things. I mean, I went a whole 41 years of my life without knowing, without knowing what to eat or reading labels or understanding nutrition labels or any of that stuff. So, that's what happened. So now I know, and I've been on this journey now going into keto in my 4th year, and I know the ins and the outs of what I should and shouldn't be eating, what's on a label, how to read a label, how to read ingredients. However, there are so many ingredients in foods that we take for granted just by the label. The label could list something and say natural ingredients, 100% juice, or contains 100% juice, or no sugar added. That's another one. We have to be really mindful and extremely careful about the way labels are designed to trick us into desiring the food or the contents of whatever's in the package, and or, hold on a minute please. Yeah, and so we get tricked a lot into believing that ingredients are good for us and or not harmful in any kind of way. And you really got to pay attention to a lot of the stuff that are on these ingredients labels. Now, some people say that the first so many ingredients that are listed on a label are the ones that you really have to be mindful of. But if you're someone like myself who's been at this for quite a while, then you really need to look at all the ingredients, because after all, no matter how they've been listed or which way they've been added into a recipe, it's still ingredients that, I'm having a little bit like something, an ant bit me. Casualties of doing videos outdoors. But anyways, yeah, paying attention to these videos and being mindful of what we are putting into our bodies is most important for anybody, no matter what you're doing. So if you are someone who is trying to lose weight or just trying to get healthier, try to be a little bit more mindful of the ingredients that are in your foods. Read the labels, and things you don't understand, feel free to go ahead and Google them and find out what are they, where do they come from, how are they derived, because I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't want to be ingesting chemicals, so I don't eat foods that have chemicals in them. Typically speaking now, outside of my meats and whatnot, because I'm not eating completely grass-fed foods, so those foods typically will have antibiotics and stuff that were administered to those animals at possible times because of the conditions that those animals probably have lived before being, processed for consumption and then brought to the table. So keeping those things in mind is also very important. But I don't know about any of you guys, I don't like to restrict myself. When I'm restricting myself and telling myself you can't have this and you can't have that, and reading labels and spending so much time making decisions about what am I going to eat and what should I eat, it can get really confusing and very overwhelming. So if you're somebody who's watching this video right now, either you're in Melanie's challenge, Pinch This Ninja Keto, if you're in her challenge to do this for yourself, and or you're just somebody who's watching my video and you don't know about this challenge, but you want to challenge your own lifestyle and how you eat. And I'm sorry about my neighbors. They are extremely rude people. They do not care about others. They're the same kind of people that don't wear masks out in public. It's just horrible. Usually they're very drunk too, and this is what I have to live with behind me and sleep with. They like to do this during the day, and then they'll do this all until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning until somebody else calls the cops on them, because I'm done trying to even bother. It does no use. Anyways, but no, I wanted to come on here and just kind of put that out there to you guys, because yeah, as of now, I'm the little bit of lemonade that I made is, I'm not going to drink any more of it. I'm just going to go back to making my iced tea and continuing with that, because I believe that's going to be more of a cleaner approach to my drink, which I sip on all day, all night, and that's how I've been staying with just the OMAD, with the eating one meal a day, because a lot of times I find where I think I'm hungry and or I'm bored, and really I'm just thirsty, and drinking and sipping on something all throughout the night can help me. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to pause this video and go inside. My neighbor's getting to the point where I'm getting pissed. Okay, so I have my tea, my ice. I haven't put tea in here yet, but I just wanted to see something because normally I make one big squirt of this, and I have a feeling, because 1/8, this is 1/8 of a serving, if y'all can see that. It is really small. That is like the smallest they make. So I'm just gonna hold this over a bowl here, just so you all can see that. And squeeze what I think is a serving. See how much goes over, because I just did one big squeeze. And see, that's not even a really big squeeze. And there's some on there. So that's one. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use more than one. 2. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up and taste it and see if that's good. That's 2 servings. It smells delicious. Looks and smells delicious. I'll get back to the tea in a minute and let you know if those 2 servings helped. Okay guys, so basically this is a 24-ounce tumbler, however, filled with ice. So this is a 32-ounce glass ball jar that I filled up. It was filled all the way to the top. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at the side of it. I only did maybe a quarter of the jar. So it's probably like 3 different drinks for me. And those 2 little 1/8 servings weighed out, or measured out 1/8 servings of stevia is sweet enough for me. But I know that someone like my husband who likes things a little sweeter, that would not have cut it. It would probably have been 3 or 4 squirts. And those aren't even like what I would normally give a big squirt. So, but it tastes okay to me. I don't like it too sweet. If I put too much sweetener in my tea, it totally sets off the flavor, and I do not like it. So I'm okay with that. But again, that was 2 servings of the liquid stevia. So I have to count the ingredients, and there is some other stuff. There are natural flavors and other things in here. So I have to check with Melanie about that, but I'm pretty sure there's more than a few points. And so every one of these that I might drink tonight, if I was to drink all of that, it's going to be at least 6 servings of stevia, and that's per day. So whatever the points come to, that's what I'm going to be adding. Okay guys, so what I have here is about half of that steak. 9.5 ounces cooked. And 2 servings, 4 slices of bacon. Because it's just meat and we're not doing calories or macros or none of that. But remember, I only do 1 meal a day. I'll show you the ingredients and stuff on that. Bit. And of course, the steak and just has pink Himalayan salt on it, and my iced tea. So beautiful people, thank you for joining me today with my video of what I ate in a day regarding this new challenge in July that I'm not just doing for myself as far as just being carnivore and giving up all the vegetables completely other than the liquid stevia and the iced tea. As you saw in the video, I came to the conclusion that I'm no longer going to be drinking that lemonade. As good as it was,
as good as it tastes, it's just not good. There's way too many ingredients in that lemon juice, and carbs too. I mean, when I really think about it, if I drink that whole gallon and there's 2 cups in there, that's 96 servings, 96 teaspoons of lemon juice. And it's like a carb per. I didn't even realize that. So if I gained any weight, like I actually gained from the end of June, yesterday of 228 pounds till today of 229.4, today of 229.4, then obviously that 1.4 pounds that I put on, besides whatever little bit of munchies and veggies and stuff that I did consume yesterday, because I knew that I was going to go on this carnivore only challenge for the month of July, and I wanted to get rid of as much of that stuff as I possibly could, even though my mother is very well capable of eating that stuff. But everybody wants to do what I'm doing when I'm doing it. They've trusted me up to this point. My mother was down to 130 pounds, and just the other day, I think she's back up to about 133. She mainly eats a lot of eggs and forms of eggs, so like egg salad, or she'll make chicken salad, and she'll put eggs in it and make like an egg salad, chicken salad mix. She does do, I believe it's regular Hellmann's full fat mayonnaise. I do have some avocado oil mayonnaise in there, but I don't know if she's eating that or not. I buy her a lot of cold cuts and a lot of cheese, and she goes through cheese like a rat, guys. Seriously, I've never seen somebody eat so much cheese. Just a little backstory about my mother. She's going to be 79 on the 10th of this month. She was very morbidly obese most of her life that I can remember. She was 378.4 pounds back in, I want to say, 1985, when she had Roux-en-Y bariatric surgery. That was like the original surgery that they did for morbidly obese patients, where they actually divert the intestines along with the removal of the majority of the stomach. My husband had VSG, which is a little different. Much less evasive, much less of stress on a person's body, depending on your weight, but only for people who were not as morbidly obese as my mother at the time when he got it. But she had lost a lot of weight and then gained a lot of weight back over the years, and then she got lymphedema. It makes her look like she's heavier than she is, but it really does not obviously weigh as much as one would think just by the way that she looks. But she's otherwise very healthy and in really good shape, and for 79 years young, she gets around and does a lot more things than I would imagine someone of her age would be able to do. And I attribute that all to the fact that she adopted this ketogenic lifestyle with me back in August, on August 6th of 2018, when I restarted. She actually kind of helped me get back in to it as I was coming off of a major carboholic binge, and I'm thankful to her for that. We started out at the same weight. I was just 2 ounces more than she was. She was 262.6 pounds, and my mom was 262.2 pounds. So she was only 4 ounces less than me, or 0.4 on the scale. I don't know if it's ounces, but you guys know what I mean. Most scales, that's how they are. And yet she's all the way down. She was 130 pounds just the other day, and I'm just like, wow, that could have been me. But I screw up, and I get out and go out and do the shopping and whatnot for the family, where she doesn't get to go out, so she's not prone to those triggers and whatnot. So anyways, guys, thanks for coming along with me for the journey. If you haven't already clicked and checked out Melanie and her channel, she's Princess Ninja and Keto. I'll put it here on the screen as well. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. I don't know if it's too late or not to join in the challenge. Of course, it's never too late to challenge yourself with anything that you're doing. A good friend of mine, Mike, used to say, if you're not challenging yourself, you're not changing. So with that said, guys, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you, be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey. And I will definitely be seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video. I want to say welcome to all my newcomers. Bye, guys. Be blessed. Mwah. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below, and be sure to ring the bell so you can be notified of all new videos as I put them out to you, as well as if I go live.